Welcome back, you guys. Today I'll be showing you once again how to make coins easily on EAFC so you can go buy your favorite team of the years like Czech over here. Now, if you are new, make sure to subscribe to say thank you and of course drop a like down below. And if you do want some coins in a bit of a quicker way, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against nicks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. Now before we get into it, I'm going to give you guys the chance to win some FIFA points. So if we get a team of the year in this pack, I will give away £30 worth of FIFA points to someone who is subscribed and sends over proof. Now hopefully we can get one. Go on. Oh, come on. 2,000 FIFA points for Modric. Surely not. Now, the first place you want to go to at the minute, of course, is Marquee matchups, because by completing this, you guarantee yourself profit. Essentially, if you do it from your club, obviously, it's kind of infinitely profitable if you already have the cards, because you can get about 20 to 30k from it, and that's actually very solid. Obviously, if you do pack a team of the year, you'll be making millions of coins, but the reality is, on the worst case, you make 30k from this SBC, and of course, it only costs you about 10 to 15k to buy it. Now, if it does look like a little bit more than that at the start, you can wait a couple days, and when you buy it, maybe 3 or 4 days after it's released, it's a lot cheaper as well. Now, on the lower end of things, it also provides us some filters. So we've got Madrid and Valencia, and then you've got Fiorentina and Inter. Now, I don't think there's really going to be a filter in this one here, but Madrid and Valencia we can definitely have a look at. Now, upon looking at these, unfortunately, it hasn't really affected the market this time around on the Madrid side, but I believe if we have a look at Valencia, there's going to be a little bit more movement just because these players, I feel like there's less of them. Let's just have a look. If we pop it down to... Okay, so that's where there's been kind of an actual difference in the price there. So it does show not all the time will you get many filters from marquee matchups. I think maybe a month or so ago, they actually did regularly get filters pretty much every marquee matchups, but it seems like it's not really happening as much anymore because the market is so much lower. So I feel like it takes a little bit more for cards to budge. Now, on this one, it is looking like about 2,000 coins, which is obviously a very good start in order building your coins up a little bit further than that. So if we go for 10%, obviously 10% is 200 coins. And obviously EA tax is 5 of that. So if we go down 10%, we're obviously going to be making 100 coins per card. So obviously it might be worth checking your club, see if you've got any of these already in your club, because obviously you can sell those on and it's not going to cost you anything. And if you've had them packed and just stored up for example, the SBCs that are coming out, they're worth a little bit more if you get them sold now. So it's definitely worth doing. Obviously, as you can see, they're pretty desirable cards. Now, unfortunately, it's pretty unlikely that I've got any tradable, and I haven't, because obviously I've been spamming every single upgrade I possibly can. But if you do, you'll be able to sell them on for a little bit more. Now, next, you want to be going for around 86 rated players. From 2k up to about 10k is an easy bounce, and obviously there's a few filters we can do for that. So first of all, in La Liga, there's quite a lot of options. If you go for Germany and centre mid, you guys will see, obviously, we've got 2 86s, we've got Gundogan, and of course, we've got Cruz. So a really easy filter there. Looks like 86s have crept just above 10k at the minute, which I think is a bit of a rarity. I think they may be just around that. So obviously, because so many packs are being opened, these cards are a lot cheaper than they'd usually be. So if you invested early and then just as the team of the year was building up, there was some really good drops on investments in the sense that you could have picked them up, then you could drop them, get a load of coins, and that probably wasn't a great snipe actually. And it's getting added to the pile of duplicates. Well, that's always ideal. We'll probably have to refrain from doing too much sniping in this video. So actually, I think I may have done the maths on that one wrong a little bit. So we're probably looking at 9.2 for the sell on these guys. EA tax on that is going to be about 500 coins. So that would bring us down to here. So on that one there, I've actually technically lost profit. But that would be why you don't snipe until you've worked out what it is, because clearly it's mistakes are made. And we've gone and missed the first one we sniped as well. And we're just going to try a bit of compare pricing because it wasn't really letting us search, and we've missed a 6.7. And for this next one, you want to go gold rare midfielder, German Bundesliga, and Bayern Munich with Playstyle Plus. So we've got Kimmich and we've got Musiala here. Now, weirdly, you don't have Goretzka, and I would have thought he would have got one because he's always been one of the players that they've made absolutely unreal in game. But actually, I've got his card this year, and I got his, I think his most recent special card, and it's pretty crap. So I'm not sure what they've done to him, but they have ruined my boy. We're looking at around probably 9k for this one. EA tax about 9.5k is roughly, I think, 400 coins, 300 coins. So we've got 7.7 that we're missing, which would have been a nice bit of profit there. We're not doing too well in terms of the sniping right now. I'm making a few errors, and actually that should probably be 8.9, but I'm a little bit tired. I'm going to blame it on that. And obviously I've been spending too much time crafting packs. It's wearing and tearing, but we've managed to get Frimpong, who I'll be honest, I know everyone's going to say skill issue, but he is not that good in game. Walker bodies, so I'm going to try and get Kante in to kind of give a more defensive centre mid over Zidane, and I'm going to pray that that fixes my defensive problems. Another easy one to go ahead and do is gold rare midfielder, Portugal and Premier League. If you pop it to minimum 10k, you're going to have Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes. I believe if you don't have gold rare on, there's a few informs that can pop up, so you kind of want to avoid that, and because they're worth, I guess, way more, so it's pretty much pointless having them in. No one's really going to be dropping informs down this price. But then you can also get, I suppose, when informs do eventually balance out in price, it'll also kind of ruin the filter because they're not going to be in the right price bracket. So it's good to just get rid of those. We're looking at about 24k, which means you want to snipe at about 22. That's an 800 coin profit, so not too bad at all. And we've got one there. We have, and we've got one there. We haven't, but of course I've already got Bernardo Silva, so it goes to the back of the line. Never to be got. Brilliant. And because they gave Kessie an absolute stinker card in the season progresses, he's dropped out in terms of price, so he wouldn't be on this filter anymore, which makes this a little bit better. And we're going to go midfielder, Roshan Saudi League. We're going to go radioactive, and this one's going to have Kante, and it's also got Talisca. So if we have a look for Kante, I think he's a little bit more expensive. If we pop this onto the French side of things, where is our man coming in? So about 200k realistically. So he is a little bit more than, of course, our man Talisca, but I think that there is a chance, especially with the new Kante coming out, people are going to mistakenly list that one. So it's definitely one you can build up with. And obviously if we go here, we can find a good few snipes on Talisca, while obviously if a Kante comes up, you're absolutely laughing. And then of course you can move on to the one that just exclusively has Kante and Benzema. So if we pop this to French, and we have a look, we've got Benzema there. He's obviously levels above Kante in price, but you can pop them on together, and it's quite a reasonable filter in terms of you can get a lot of Kante snipes, and obviously Benzema, once again, it's that chance. And then if we head over to Saudi League centre forward, so if you just want to go centre forward alone, and then we can have a look through, obviously there is a lot of special cards that they've had released because obviously everyone went over there. So you've got Mane, you've got Benzema, I believe, or I was under the impression there was a Ronaldo card, but it looks like it's just these two together. But once again, that's another really easy one to do. And then the other option you've got is if we go for special and still Saudi League, I don't know why I took them off, we can pop Al Nazir in, and I think forward, and I believe that's got, there you go. So obviously we've got Ronaldo here, we've got Ronaldo here again, we've got Mane again. Obviously these two are going to be the ones that show up the most. I'll be honest, that Ronaldo card is unbelievable in game. That one was sick against me every time he played, so I'm not wanting to play against that team of the year. But I am wanting you to subscribe, so make sure to do that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So we are back in the store, and we're going to pop open another one of these. Oh, do we do the 2k 81 times 100, or do we do the, I feel like that's just a guaranteed L. We've had a few LE icons, so we're gonna pop this open. Oh, not with coins. That would have been scary L. Is that an icon? No, it's not. That's not good.